Computer. Okay. There you go.
Yay! Hey guys. So excited to be here tonight. Everybody hopefully looked outside and saw their crazy bright moon. I hope
Yeah, very big.
Really bright. In fact, someone was telling me there's a comet and then there's this eclipse thing that's going to do, it's going to change the moon's hue just slightly, just a little bit of a different color. So I'm sure Angel's going to touch on that. So it's kind of a really powerful weekend coming up. I'm all excited to hear Angel's session tonight. And I want to welcome all you guys. Layla is crashed out somewhere in southern states, somewhere, where'd she say, Atlanta? Something. So she was driving all day and is now in the warm weather, which is yay, good for, or warmer weather, good for, she came towards you guys down south. Atlanta, there you go. So she hopefully is finding some warm beaches to hang out on. And she totally crashed out. So she has put it in our capable hands. And I am so pumped because these moon things that we've been doing, these ceremonies that we've been doing, I don't know about any of all you, and I totally think we should talk about that tonight too, is just if you've felt any changes or anything's happened, if you've seen any catalysts, if you've felt anything moving around in the universe for you, I think we all really want to hear about it. I know that for me, I did this moon money. It wasn't the money thing. It was the checks. So we did this thing with Angel about the checks. And then I had been having all this car trouble, wrote the check out for the car to be happy. And then the abundance came in extra with $200 back from a deposit down on the motorcycle plate that we didn't even know we had done. And so it was money out of the sky, money that just didn't even know was going to come. And it came, and my husband and I were like, okay, that never happens in Costa Rica ever. Ever. That's crazy. Here's $200. What? So, maybe this stuff really works. Angel blew our minds the other night with some amazing information, and we smelt money and had a really incredible time. So we're just continuing the flow. And then Angel, also, when you start doing your presentation, don't forget to make yourself the speaker big so that you're recording your face and your presentation. And then also afterwards, we'll go around and we can talk about, after Angel speaks, we can go around and talk about anybody else's breakthroughs relating to these moon ceremonies, which I think are just awesome. And it's a new thing with the Women's Connection, which is growing. We're up to, I think, about 350, something like that. So there's lots of good changes coming. We've been structuring things and really talking a lot about how to bring you guys as much value as absolutely possible in different ways, in business, in empowerment, all different things. The moon thing is definitely a great one that we've layered in. So it's this wonderful mix of personal, spiritual, business, and we just love it. We're just grooving on it. And Layla wanted me to also mention the Daily Connects, which everybody is doing such a good job on. I mean, the teamwork is ridiculous. People are just backing other people up and pumping each other's videos and being on there and engaging. And it's so much fun. I love hopping on them now. It's hanging out with you guys and Nikki and everybody who's been doing them are just doing such a good job. You guys, Erin, and all you guys are doing so much. They're so much fun to watch because I think you guys are having fun doing them. So that's excellent. And the way that you can get involved in that is by just being part of the team, getting into the elite, and then we just schedule you in and you can have your 10 minutes for one of the days. We do it every day of the week. And I know Aisha's been doing, everybody's been doing them. I can't even keep track. We need to get Minnie on one of those. Yeah. Whoever has a good Wi-Fi connection. My Wi-Fi connection might not stand up to it. Nikki's been doing awesome. And we got some coaching programs really starting to snowball. We're going to be placing this junior coaching program up, setting this up within the elite so that there's some good structure so that you guys know how to present this to other people. We've noticed that, you know, I think there's been some questions like, what is the elite? It's kind of so elite, no one knows what it is. But we are really creating a curriculum, I guess is the best way to say it, for coaching and speaking and videos and, you know, just really helping you guys do whatever we can. And business stuff, Instagram's coming. I'm going to do some, maybe some graphics trainings, whatever you guys want. You can certainly also, we have a suggestion box, I think, in the group, but also messaging and just speaking up and saying, hey, let's do this. We're all for it. We're totally open to everything. So I'm going to pass the ball of light over to Angel, and we're going to howl at the moon, right?
Hold on, Angel.
Yay! All right, everybody mute yourselves, and I promise, and I do want to hear all these breakthroughs. So as you're getting in the spirit tonight, if something happens and you're feeling something, I think jump in, you know. I think it's an open talking circle. I don't think Angel needs to, you know, be standing up in front of the teacher crowd. It's like a loose circle. So feel free, you know, and chatting and all that. That's what it's about. So I love you guys, and I'm going to mute myself and give it to Angel. Take it away. Take it away.
So good evening, ladies. I will be, I guess, the one facilitating this tonight. Our Layla is crashed somewhere. The road trip for how long? I'm sure that
you'll be the co-host tonight.
Yeah, exactly. So tonight is the official full moon is actually tomorrow, but with this, it's always 3 days before the day of and 3 days after is the strongest energy of the full moon. And we did that new moon check 2 weeks ago. So you should have it with you tonight so that we can burn it. And you should have a bowl with water and a fireproof bowl where you can put your check while you're burning it, and a sage smudge kit. So that's what we're going to do tonight, and get excited. I heard a lot of ladies already had something manifested for them after doing this new moon check. So that's pretty exciting. Elena, she messaged me about what's happening to her after the full moon ritual release and the new moon checks. And she is freaking out how fast things happen for her. So I said, you should share that to the group so that the ladies see what happens. But she messaged me what's going on with her life right now. It's her birthday tonight, so she's away. But she said that's what she wrote in the check from New Moon, and the three major ones actually happened for her. But I'll let her share that in the group because I'm not sure which one I'm supposed to keep out for now and not. So make sure to ask Elena what she manifested using the New Moon check abundance. And so that is what I said, and that is the power.
Angel.
Yes.
Angel, I just want to interrupt you because I think Jade wasn't here, and I don't think Terry was here as well. And I just was thinking if you could give them maybe something that they could use for a symbol for tonight, or something that they could bring in from the check exercise that we did for tonight.
Awesome, yes. So for you ladies that's not with us during the new moon ceremony, for you, so you can participate tonight. What you can do is, if you have an old check that you're not using anymore, or you can just get one from your checkbook and write something there that you want to manifest. Something believable for you to manifest it. And then with the section says paid to the order of, it's your name. But then when it comes to the space which it says amount, you should just put in there paid in full. And then underneath where it says you're supposed to say the amount again in words, then paid in full again. With the date, I usually put now or immediately. I don't put the real date, or you can use the date today, but I find that when you use the word now or immediately, it works so much better. Because our brain and our subconscious doesn't mess up with that. But when you put a date on it, our subconscious mind is like, yeah, right, that's not gonna happen. Who are you talking about, right? So the word now and immediately cannot be contested by our subconscious mind. And at the bottom, you can say, you can write with the signature part, gratitude bank or from the universe or abundance bank, and underneath it, write the word thank you 3 times. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And then at the back, once you're done, it's like you're endorsing the check already to the bank. So write your signature at the back of it. And Sipo, she had manifested something also from her check. So this is amazing. That when you learn to harness the power of the new moon, the full moon, pretty much all the phases actually works synchronistically and synergistically with our life. That's what I noticed with it in the last 2 years that I've been doing it. But with full moon ceremony, really what the process for it is more of the ritual release. So that's why we're burning the checks. But you can still do that now, and then we'll burn it. Awesome. There you go. So then at the back, you put your signature at the back, Jade. It's you're endorsing the check already to the Universal Bank.
Hey, Angel.
Yes.
I put the law of abundance. Does that still work, or should I change it?
That works.
Okay.
Usually whatever pops up in your head right away that's what you're being guided.
Explain though what you mean by that, because not everybody was here. So
in my signature part, I put I put law of abundance, and then the bottom has thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
And then you're paying. So yeah. So in fact, here's the drawing one. So it doesn't have to be like super official, but because you did such a good layout. Oh, and then the I am so grateful and thankful on the back as well, right?
Yeah. So by doing that, saying I am so grateful and thankful for whatever you wrote in there to manifest it, you're telling the universe that thank you very much because I already have it. So it just helps you raise your energy vibration for it. And then usually I ended up with this or something better. I don't remember if I mentioned that to you before. In the memo part, there's a memo part in the check. You can put there what that thing is that you're manifesting it for. If it's money, then what is it for? Is it for a course? Is it for a travel? Just to remind you what it's for, so that when it comes, you'll remember, oh, that's what it is. That's right. There is a replay at the back office. You'll find it under Talking Circle. We always have replays.
I put paid in full in the memo by accident.
It's okay. Just put at the bottom somewhere what it's about. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Don't stress out about making it perfect.
Okay, good.
That perfectionism thing that we have, that's what's blocking the flow.
Oh yes.
Abundance.
And for the date I put now, that's okay?
Yeah. Okay. Now or immediately.
Okay, I'll put
whatever
both.
resonates for you.
I'll put both.
There you go. Playback of everything. Yes, you do. Okay, just looking at the comments. Yes, if you have a fireproof bowl, so you can burn it there. if you need to step out for a little bit, if you're concerned with your smoke alarm, then you can do that too. Because I know I did it one time and my smoke alarm went off. But ours is connected to police department. So my husband is like, what are you doing?
Oh my, you're so cute, Angel. You're so cute.
Thank you. So he had to deactivate the smoke alarm. He was like frantic because before it gets connected to the police. But we did get a message that your alarm went off. Okay.
Okay, I'll go get it.
You did in the bathroom, or if you can deactivate your smoke alarm for now. Oh, Heather, oh yeah, your smoke detector. See, our family members must be wondering what these things the talking circle does to women, right? And so the whole idea of burning the check, that new moon check, is you're releasing it to the universe. So it's really the physical act of releasing it. The smoke will carry it forward to the universe. And I remember the first time I started it, I was told that I don't even have to believe if it's gonna work or not. It just is because of the energy. But if you do believe, then it happens faster. That's the benefit of that. So before we get started, if you ladies are done with your writing or anything, Kay Stewart, what is your name? Your name in the screen is Kay Stewart? Kai. Kai? Do I pronounce it Kai? So you're also new, right? Have you heard the explanation about the new moon check? Okay, so did you do your own check? You have something to burn also? Okay. Would you like to do one? We'll give you a little bit of time. You can get your check, one of your checks, and fill it up with details. So with the date, you put now or immediately. Okay. Awesome. So I usually make up to 3 checks, or you can do up to 5, but when you do that, you dilute the focus or the concentration. So 3 to me is the power of 3, right? So 3 is a good number. And I remember when I was in school for massage therapy, one of my teachers, she said when she was in Japan, Japanese people, they operate with 1357. Their numbers are 13579. They don't have the 246, and because they believe that those other numbers don't really correlate with our lives. So I know that number 3 with the Trinity and the power of 3 is always a strong one. So if you make 3 checks, that's a good number. And what you manifest with your new moon check is not just money. It can be about health. It can be about a relationship. It can be just about anything. And like what Lisa said, like with you, Lisa, right? It's with your car, just to pass the emission test. And what happens is you ended up getting some money also from that, and made connection with a person that you wanted to make connection with. So you can manifest pretty much anything you want for it. If you're having trouble with your relationship, maybe with your kids, what do you want to manifest with it? Do you want to have that effortless relationship between you and your kids or a family member? You can write it there and just say paid in full. Every new moon, you can write 3, and we release that every full moon. So Now, if it hasn't, let's say it hasn't really manifested, you can keep it with yourself if you want. But I personally, with my experience, I realized that when I burn them every full moon, they happen faster. Some happens even before the burning ceremony. Some happens after a month. It really depends because it will happen on divine timing, right? It's not according to when we want it to happen. It will happen when we're ready for it.
Quick question, Angel.
Yes.
Where do you get a smudge sage kit?
Since you're in Ottawa, you can go downtown, Dalhousie. By the name is called Crystal Dawn.
Okay.
Yeah, they have everything there, and I think they're the cheapest.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm trying to catch up.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm burning a check with sage. Is that what it is?
No, you just did a fireproof bowl for us to burn it there later.
Okay.
And you should the bowl with, and you should have another bowl with water, but that's for a little bit later for the full moon ritual release.
Okay.
Yeah. So did you fill up your check already?
No, I'm filling it out now.
Okay, so under the name is it's your name, and then where the amount, you should say paid in full.
Okay.
And underneath where you're supposed to put the amount again, it's paid in full.
Mm-hmm.
And then memo is what is it that you're manifesting it for. And then the signature part is law of abundance or universal bank. It's
Okay.
whichever. And then underneath that, write thank you 3 times.
Okay.
Angel, I put $5,000 in the amount. Is that good?
The thing with that is if you believe that you'll manifest that number, then that's okay. Now if when you write it, notice if there's a voice that's nagging you saying yeah, right.
Okay.
So if there is that voice, that doubt and negativity, then it's
Then it
not
will
gonna
block.
happen. Yeah. So that's why just paid in full.
Gotcha.
You don't put it in there.
Gotcha. So I should redo them then.
You can redo that. Yeah.
And I don't have a sage stick. I only have a little bit of the sage left over from.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
I'm just using the loose sage every time I do this.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I'll get the.
Writing paid in full in the amount area is a very good way of bypassing the programming that we have in our subconscious mind when it comes to money, or is majority about money, but it's also about other things that we believe we're not worthy of receiving, like love or help from other people, right? So that's why when you write paid in full and you just put it on the memo, your subconscious really cannot disagree with you with that.
So, Angel, are we doing a sage smudge beforehand?
We can do that. Yeah, it's better that way because you'll be able to get rid of the negativity that you ended up absorbing from where you went before the ceremony, and especially 2 weeks before that. That's staying right now in your aura, in your energy field. You put your name on it, right? Yes, Minnie. You put it where it says pay to the order of. Minnie's check numbers 30, 31, 32, and then I turned 32 this weekend. That's freaking awesome.
Ooh, that's cool.
Happy birthday.
That is cool.
Maybe one of your checks should say, birthday, special birthday present for me, paid in full.
Yeah.
And you'll get something special from the universe. So starting tonight and towards the weekend is actually pretty special because of the energies happening right now. I was talking about power of three. And talking about power of three, we have full moon energy, we have penumbral lunar eclipse happening, and the comet tomorrow. So with the comet, they call it mystic triangle or rectangle. There's something about the energy of the comet that when all of these three happens at one time, what it does is whatever you desire right now to manifest in your life will happen so much faster. It doesn't even matter if you believe in it or not. So with the full moon ritual release that we're going to do after burning the check, you better be sure that whatever you want to release, you're ready to release it, because that's going to be taken just like that. And Elena was talking about that. She said she didn't expect something that she wrote in her release list happened so quick. She said when it happened, it's as if she's not ready yet, but it happened already. I'm like, okay. So when you're going to release something, make sure that you are 100% ready, because it will be taken away. Okay, so you ladies are ready?
Angel, I have a question.
Yes.
Since we're in a new moon, are we going to, or do you recommend that we do the manifestation again, where we write out what we want to get rid of or purge or release and then burn it again?
Yes, full moon ceremony, that's what we're supposed to do today, but because we have some new ladies that didn't have the new moon checks, they were doing that. So you ladies who's been here for full moon already, you should have had another list already of something to release and to manifest, to be burnt also tonight. Because what happens is, from the first release list that you did before, if you notice that some of those hasn't been released yet or hasn't happened yet, it means you were not ready at the time. So try it again this time. Maybe this time you're really ready for that. And one of the examples I gave to you ladies during the training on Tuesday, I was able to release my student loan. So that is, I did a full moon release ritual with that, including the techniques that I shared with you guys. But that's how powerful it is. So you think you have to really work on it to pay for your student loan, but then you know what? Universe knows what to do, how to help you. You just have to let the universe know.
So Miss Angel, sorry, pay to the order of, what do I write there?
Pay to the order of, that's your name.
Yay. So I can also put in there to release my fear of rejection.
Not in the check. You need a separate list.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So just to keep everybody organized, which is my job now, we're doing like 4 different things tonight. So we are clearing some stuff, and then we're manifesting some stuff. So it's 2 different things. Mm-hmm. And then we're also releasing and clearing. It's like 4 things. So just so that you guys realize there's a bunch of things going on.
Well, really, it should just be 3 things. Burning.
I'm not gonna lie, I was confused.
There you go. Really, what's supposed to happen is really just releasing and manifesting, because the new one check is for releasing part. We're releasing that already tonight. And then the other one is manifesting. So it's your list that you want to manifest. And it's especially for this full moon, because we have that power of 3. And I just...
Okay, so the manifest list for ladies who haven't done it before is the I want. How is it phrased, Angel?
Wait, are you ladies done with your Newman checks, the new ones? Yeah. Okay. So we've been saying release and manifest list for the full moon. Really, the intention for full moon ceremonies is you release whatever is there in your life that you don't need anymore or doesn't serve your highest and best good anymore. And then the second one is manifesting whatever your heart's desire. So with that is what that means is you will have two sheets of paper, one for release and one for manifest. Like you don't put them together; they have to be separate lists. And then the release list, you put at the top, I am ready and willing to release. And then you can just start making the list at the bottom, what you are ready and willing to release now. And then for your manifest.
Hey, Angel, I just wanted to share an idea that I kind of started from the last time we did our ritual.
Okay.
And, we did our ritual, we did the paper, writing all the things that we were ready to release, and then we did our paper, the things that we were ready to accept. And after we did that session, that ceremony, I got like a, I don't know what this is called, poster board? Yeah.
Yeah, poster board, yeah.
And so on one side, I just started with, I am ready to release. And over time, since that last session, I've just been writing ideas as they pop in my head. I had the little tacky stuff that I put on the back. So I just had this on my door. And I've just periodically, I've been writing things that I'm ready to release. And then on this side, I've just been writing, you know, whatever I'm ready to release, something that is going to fill that spot that I'm ready to accept. So I've been like keeping a running tab and just figured I'd share, because like if I was to figure right now everything, I wouldn't be able to.
That's awesome. That's actually a fantastic idea, Christine, because when you're just doing it like now, because what I do is a week before or 3 days before the full moon ceremony, I'm writing my list already. But what you're doing is, that's better, because when it pops up in your head, you don't know if you're going to remember it in the next few days. You write it there and then you're ready for the next full moon ceremony.
Right.
It's just a poster board is a little thick for burning.
Yeah, it is. But we adapt and overcome.
Oh, there you go.
But you could keep that and then do a few things. Like if you feeling like you didn't want to release everything right away, maybe chunk it out.
Yeah,
that's not good.
Yeah, I can chunk it down now because it's all right there. I can focus on the big things right now. Yeah.
No, but really, with releasing, whatever comes up, you should release it already. The reason why it pop up in your head is because you're being guided to release it now. So if you chunk it down, you're still holding into that.
What you doing?
It's not chunking down.
The women's
connection. It's a process.
Right, and then your subconscious is actually maybe controlling some of like what, you know, like the priorities, you know.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's a good point.
So if you just write everything and just, I'm releasing all of this, doesn't matter now. The only thing you have to think about is, okay, am I ready?
Just a meeting.
To release it now?
Said it's just a meeting.
Especially if it concerns. Okay, there's a way of wording the releasing part.
Wait, Angel?
Yes?
Can I ask everybody that's on the webinar to mute your mics, please?
Oh, yes.
Except for the speaker, because I'm hearing men talking to their wives and everything else, and it's hard to focus on who's speaking. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Can I mute everybody? Let me see.
Yes, Angel, you can. Go ahead.
Okay.
You can do that. There's a couple ladies who are new or here and whose videos aren't on. Kat Evelyn and Kathy. You guys are muted, and we can hear, but everybody who's paying attention is muted. Mary Lou, you need to mute.
I can't mute Kat and
Mary Lou needs to mute also. Good. Okay, thanks, Mary Lou. All right, that's better probably. Thanks, guys.
okay, there you go. Yeah, that's quiet now. Okay, so with the releasing, don't put your mortgage there or car loan because you're going to release your car and your house. So you can release student loan, but not the car loan and the mortgage. Or if you have any installment plans about appliances and stuff like that, or furnitures, don't put, because usually you would think of, oh, okay, I can release a student loan. Maybe I can do that too with the money that I owe. Well, if you do that, what did you owe the money for? Is it for a furniture? Is it for a mattress? Then those will be released, right? So those are the things that you need to be careful about in what you're going to release. Have you been suffering about back pain and doctors cannot find what's going on with that? And are you fed up about taking medications about these things? Then release that. And the way to do that is just write the word back pain. You don't put the word my back pain, just write my back pain. Oh, sorry, not my, just back pain. Because when you put the word my in it, you're owning it back. So, and then you're going to wonder, but there's nothing happening, right? Because you own it back. So it's the same thing with, what else? I no longer want to be depressed. I no longer want to be angry. Well, the word no is saying, so you're negating it. So what do you want instead of not being angry anymore? So if you cannot find anything about that, then put in the manifest list about what do you want to manifest instead of that, I no longer want to be angry anymore. Or you can just write the word anger. So don't say, I no longer want to be depressed, because you're saying that you still want to be depressed. So manifest instead, or write the word, with the release list, write the word depression. And during, with your manifest list, you will write happiness, joy. So for the manifest, what you're going to put at the top is, I am so grateful and thankful for, and then write your list at the bottom. With the manifest list, it's okay to put the word my, because it's okay to own them. Because that's something you want to bring to your life. The word debt has a negative connotation, so you don't want to write the word debt. You can say, what can we say about that? It's and like what I said before, debt it concerns something general, right? What causes that debt? There's a lot in there, and if you do that in general, then yes, you can do that, Denise. Self-doubt. Just don't put the word my. Just put the word self-doubt. With that, if you ended up accumulating that because there's furnitures in there, there's mattress in there, or whatever appliances you have in the house, then all of those will be released as well. So think of something in there that it's okay to be released from your life, like student loan. Or is there a TV set that you bought that you don't really want anyway? If you want that to be released, then release that instead. Or there's a mattress that maybe you bought it and you don't really want it, release it. But not car loan, not the mortgage. And with that, yes, you have to clarify which type of debt are you releasing. There's also what we call karmic debt. So That's why you have to be specific with what you're releasing. The more you're specific with what you are releasing, the faster it gets released. When you're vague, then there's some hesitancy in there, and so it's not gonna happen right away. You can release fear.
Angel,
Yes.
can you cover losing weight?
Instead of losing weight, say unwanted excess weight. Instead of saying losing, because the word losing, when you lose something, what do? You try to find it back, right? So I am ready and willing to release unwanted excess weight. But really, what's causing that excess weight is because there's something else that you need to release. It might be some pain, ready to release emotional pain, or ready and willing to release sexual abuse. I'm ready and willing to release abandonment issues. I'm ready and willing to release like all these things that we experienced and that were very painful. You can release those. Like I'm ready and willing to release scarcity or poverty or lack mentality.
How about if I'm lazy to exercise?
I'm ready and willing to release laziness.
Okay.
That with all that, the laziness with just about everything will be released, and you'll notice that you have more, you're more aching to like, hey, I want to exercise now. You're more inspired.
Okay,
And put
perfect.
in your manifest list, what do you want to manifest in place of that?
More energy.
There you go.
I want to kind of like tap in on this one because I have this like a thought process when people say that they feel like they're lazy or other people think that they're lazy. It, you know, the real thing about not having the drive to do something usually isn't because you don't want to do it. It's usually because you feel that there's too many other things that need to come before what you need to focus on. So
Very true.
so much that you don't have the willingness. It's just that willingness is kind of buried underneath all these other perceived responsibilities.
Yeah.
So maybe the releasing part isn't necessarily releasing quote unquote laziness, but rather releasing the sensation of over prioritizing other things. Not, I don't want to say, I don't know, how would help me out with wording that?
I know. See, what I do is if I cannot find the right word to release, then I think of what I want to manifest instead of that, in replacement of that, right? And then I go to my manifest list. Okay, this is what I want to manifest. And what happens is, whatever that is that I cannot find the word to release, it got released anyway and got replaced with this thing that I put in the manifest list. Because with the manifest, you can't go wrong. But with the release list, if you ended up releasing something and it's like not supposed to be, that is trouble, right? Lisa, she said, can you talk about relationship releasing language? Okay, so when about relationships, it's like if you want to release abusive relationship, then you can do that. Just right there, abusive relationship. Or if it's misunderstanding, then how do you do that? I go with the manifest instead. Manifest what you want in replacement of that. If there's, what else do we have for relationship? I remember I just put on my manifest and say, fantastic relationship. And if it's for couples, for husbands and wives or your partners, just put in there, passionate relationship. If you want more passion in your life, more sexual passion in there, then put it in your manifest list. Because usually it's hard to find the right word on how to release. Well, you can say lack of passion. You want to manifest more romance in your life, then put it in your manifest list, right? More romance. I remember doing that one of my very first ones and started receiving all this kind of stuff with from my husband. Well, in reality, I was the one who ended up stopping him from doing the things that he was doing previously. So it's kind of like it got started again without me really telling him, because as women, we don't really want to tell our husbands or our partners like, hey, can you do that again, what you were doing before? And men literally, they have to be told what you want, what you expect them to, right? So if that's what you want, then put it in the manifest list. Then lack of passion or lack of, I can't think of any other term right now. Wait, let me see. Do I have anything here?
No, that was good. That was helpful.
Okay,
Angel, thank
awesome.
you.
Also, another thing is, yeah, really just think of the opposite when you cannot think of the right word for release. And everything, the first thing that pops up in your head should always be, it means you really need to let go of that now. So don't argue anymore. Like, really? That's your higher self or your guides telling you about those. So you should be pretty much done now with your release and manifest. If with manifest also, let's say you want to be a successful speaker or featured speaker at TEDx, or like Minnie and I were we submitted proposal to PodCamp, then hey, that's a manifest. Be accepted as a speaker at PodCamp or wherever you want to be featured speaker. You want to be a successful something in your business, then you can manifest that. And in terms of business, with the release part, you can say, I'm ready and willing to release lack of customers, and then put in your manifest, I am so grateful and thankful for an abundance of generous paying clients for my business every day. And you will find that when I started doing that, I find that every day, at least one client, I will have a paying client. So that you have to put paying client, because when you don't, you'll have a client that gives you headaches. If you're dealing with clients. Now, if it's affiliate programs, then you can just say, I am so grateful and thankful for how much income do you want to receive every month. So if it's $5,000 or more, because if you just said $5,000, then it will just stay at $5,000. So you add or more, then you have that room for, oh, it's more than $5,000. It's 5,300 or 5,500. I am so grateful and thankful for my daughter being responsible and caring. If you're having some issues with your kids about maybe rebellion about doing homeworks and doing some of the things they're supposed to do, with my daughter, there were some challenging times with us, and I remember, oh, why can't I do that here? So I did the manifest, and our relationship got so much better without having to be upset about it every time. So it's pretty much, there's no limit. If you want to manifest, let's say, issues with your house, maybe there's you're on the brink of foreclosure or something, and again, that's about finances, then put in your manifest list about manifesting of being able to keep your house. I am so grateful and thankful for being able to keep my house. And what does that house do to you that gives me joy, the house that I really love? If you want a new car, then post it, write it in your manifest list. But if it's a new car, then be specific. What type of car? What color? If you want to manifest a vacation, or manifest a free scholarship for courses you really want to attend, but you can't because there's just not enough funds right there, then say, I am so thankful or I am so grateful and thankful for receiving that free scholarship for this and this. The other thing that I like doing is I am so grateful and thankful for an effortless release of everything that no longer serves me. You can release illnesses here. Just with your release, just write what that illness is that you're releasing. And you should be ready to release that. And maybe add it there with grace and ease, especially if it's something that's been with you for a long time. Because if it's taken away from you right now, your body would be so shocked. So I am ready and willing to release whatever that is that you've been suffering for a long time with grace and ease, so that it will be slowly and it won't be shocking to your body. If it's negative people in your life and you don't want them anymore in your life, put it there. But make sure that you really don't want those people around you anymore, because they will be out of your life. You will be seeing them, but they won't be approaching you anymore. You want to manifest a free vacation, you can do that too. Or sometimes if it's not free, sometimes what happens is it's pretty much free because the plane tickets are so low that it makes you like, oh, I'm going already, I'm jumping, I'm booking this already, right? You have to be specific. Where do you want to go, and who are you going to go with, if there's someone you're gonna go with. I just thought of something with what Christy mentioned about the laziness part. Actually, laziness, that's the term that we come up with because that's the term that we're programmed with. But what happens really is, it just happens that it's not your priority, just like what Christy is saying. It's just a matter of, is this something that's important to you right now? Unless really all you do is lying down in the sofa and watching TV, eating bags of chips, and your house is messy and you don't care what's going on anymore in life. But then even that's not laziness. There's something going on psychologically, right? The person could be depressed and just lost hope maybe already.
Yes, that is called depression, and yes, I have experienced it.
I did too.
So if anyone else is sitting there thinking that they're the only ones,
mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah. And it's pretty scary because our society puts that stigma about depression, that especially in the Philippines, I remember if people hear that you are depressed, then they're like, oh, you gotta be at the mental hospital. I'm like, what the heck? What? And then they just keep on calling you crazy and that you have to be or mental, something like that. So for the longest time, and I didn't come out of that.
And it's perfectly possible that you experience for a couple of hours and then you can pull yourself together and then you're out and you're functioning and nobody would even know by what you appear to do on a day-to-day basis, that's really what's going on. So
Yeah.
if anyone is experiencing something like that, you're amongst good company here where we can definitely help you with working through that and being understanding, because we've got some experience behind some of that.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, also, yeah, in terms of releasing, if you are going to put that in your release list, the depression, you might want to add at the end with grace and ease. Because I remember when I was just starting doing these rituals, we have someone who, she just put depression because she said, okay, I can release this. She just did that. And she was going crazy with us the next few days because she said, what's going on? Because literally it's being taken away out of her, but then she's not ready because she has it for how many years? And her body is shocked and doesn't know how to handle what's going on after that. So with grace and ease, slowly but surely it will be out of your life, and just realize that you'll be more positive, surrounded with more positive people and loving people. So that's how I noticed that. Like, universe will bring you what you need. So if you're done, we should proceed with our burning. Because if you're not done yet, you're overthinking it. That's the ego taking over.
Angel, these are 2 lists we should have ready for next month's
Yes.
Burning Circle. Is that correct?
Yes. And I love what Christy suggested, that if you can have that paper, like 2 separate papers, and then every time it pops up in your head, you put it there. And then you're able to have whatever you want to release and to manifest already.
Is it okay that I have more of a bigger list of what I want to accept than what I want to release?
Of course. It's normal that your manifest list is always bigger. My manifest list is like 2 sheets every time.
Okay.
Because you know what? What happens is what's going to manifest are the ones that you really believe in, or what you're ready to accept already at the moment. In the other ones, they're not going to manifest right away. They might manifest the next time, right? So it's like, okay, you're just putting your order to the universe and just be ready to receive it.
I'm ready.
With, I remember, I guess you can say financial abundance with your manifest list, but it's not specific enough. So if you specify it, then it's even better. Here, you can be specific with the amounts, with a manifest list, but not with a Newman check.
Okay, because in my check, I did write in the memo financial freedom. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay. Paid in full. It might take a little bit depending on how much belief you have in it, but applying the techniques that I shared last Tuesday, that will speed it. With the fruit and the daylight, Nikki said. Oh, because Terry is having, I think that's a young coconut. Outside by the moon, that is so cool. Oh, mango. Oh, man, I missed that. That's why on my birthday, we're spending 1 month in the Philippines. Costa Rica is so nice too. Every time Lisa posted pictures about Costa Rica, it just makes me, come on, let's go there now. It's hot there? Oh, that's, I think I like better hot than cold. Dealing with snow and several layers of clothes. Right, Sipo?
Not in Latin America, but it was 85 today.
Okay.
That's wrong. That's legit.
Hey, I'm in Colorado and it was 72 today.
Oh,
Wow.
cool.
I'm in Pennsylvania. We had
Amazing.
something that was supposed to be a blizzard, and it ended up being 4 inches of snow.
That, well, ladies, that is what we call global warming. We gotta do something about that. Minus 18, yeah. That's right.
Can we manifest it? Yes, we
Yeah,
can.
we should manifest change in our
World peace,
world peace,
global.
heal the global warming, the ozone layer. You can do that with the power of intention. With a group of people get together.
Yeah. Are we ready to burn?
Yeah, are we? We should. So get your. So this time we'll burn the release list first. The new moon check will be burned together with the manifest list. So make sure that you labeled your list, because you might ended up burning the manifest first instead of the release. That is trouble.
So we're doing our, we're releasing right now?
Yes. So with the releasing, with your fireproof bowl, if you're okay with your smoke detector, or if you have to step out in the bathroom or outside a little bit.
I have to step out because
So if you have to step out, after burning it, you have to stomp on the ground 3 times and say, so be it, so it is, 3 times. Every time you stomp in the ground, so be it, so it is.
Yes.
So be it, so
And Nikki wants to know if we're smudging, if we're doing our sage.
That's true. Yeah. You can smudge yourself first. Aisha's already burning. she's ready.
Okay, so I'll be right back.
We can do it all at the same time.
I smudged myself earlier, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
You can do
What
it
you
all.
can also do is just the loose leaf of smudge, sage, put it in your bowl and just let it smoke there. And that smoke will go on you.
Trying really hard not to burn myself here.
Hi, Kulisa.
That release one went up really fast.
Yes, release this first, Terry. One thing to note, if your release list burns really fast, like the fire is raging, that means you are really ready to release everything that's in your list. And get ready, because whatever's in there, done. Now, if it's slow, it's because you asked for it to be with grace and ease. But if you notice that there's hesitancy in the burning, it's because you yourself has some resistance or hesitance on one of the things that you wrote in there.
So, let it be so. Let it be so.
Mine was being hesitant.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So there's one thing
The
there.
release does the release list have to be released, burned in a bowl, or can it just be burned by the smudge stick?
You can burn it by the smudge stick. The reason why you have the bowl is to catch the embers.
Oh, okay.
Or burn it.
So I'm gonna
there
go
if you can
outside and burn it with the smudge stick.
What I do is I put some loose sage in there, and that's where I put the paper once I lit it up already. So the sage is also help carrying that out, the negativity of that release list. Really don't stress out about doing it perfectly, because that is blocking you out. Just go with the flow. Let it go. Remember to stamp in the ground, because that's you affirming to the universe. So be
Are
it.
you guys doing your manifest list yet?
So after the release list, you have that bowl of water. So you wash your hands with a bowl of water, because that is a sign that you release everything. So you don't want to touch your manifest list with your hands that still has the energy of your list. And once you're done, then you're ready to burn your manifest and new moon check.
Wow, these checks have been around for like all this time.
This new moon check that we're going to burn, is this from last time or a new one?
Time. The last time, the 2 weeks ago. Yeah. The new ladies that were here, yeah, you're burning that also tonight with your manifest list.
So we burn it at the same time, you said, right? We can just fold it together, burn it.
Is there anything that we need to say after we burned it?
It's the same thing. Stomp 3 times in the ground, so be it, so it is.
And we're burning the checks along.
Oh, I can see the fire from Sophia. It's raging. That means they're coming fast, Atya. So if your manifest list is burning fast, whatever's in there is coming fast. If it's taking slow, there's something there that has to come to you with grace and ease, or you might not, maybe you're not believing it fully, or some hesitancy in there with one of them, not all of them.
So my release paper was burning super fast, and I got scared because the burning was getting large, and I'm in my bedroom, so I quickly threw it in the water to extinguish it.
Oh no!
Is that bad?
You stop the energy.
Oh crap!
Like, the reason why it's burning so fast like that is because the energy is with you. Whatever's in there is going to come to you fast.
So is that good? Because it's still
it burn completely.
In this form.
You should burn all of them.
How do I burn it when it's wet?
I would dry it out.
Yes.
And
And burn it
burn
again.
it when it's dry.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Because you need to burn all of it. Whatever is in that paper left over is not gonna get manifested.
Okay. Darn it. So should I just go back in the backyard and do it?
You can do that too, yeah.
Okay.
Just stomp in the ground 3 times. So be it, so it is.
Okay. Gotcha. This
So,
is
Angel, my
Yeah.
checks burned very fast, but it didn't give off much smoke. Is that good or bad?
That's very good. I saw the fire with your burning.
Yeah, I almost got scared.
That means they're coming at you fast.
Ooh.
Be in that receiving mode because it's coming.
Yes, one of them came already. I was able to quit my job, so that was one of them.
Oh my God, that's awesome!
Yay!
Congratulations!
Thank
So,
you.
whatever you're manifesting, whatever is in the list, it's already there. Just open your hands and prepare to receive them. That's what it is. Oh, look at Subira's fire.
I'm having trouble. Mine isn't burning all the way. My release list. Does that mean it's something wrong?
There's nothing
The paper
wrong.
just is
It's
it's
just
refusing to like go all the way away.
you put something that there's something there that you wrote that you are hesitating.
Oh,
It almost
my
burned my
goodness.
hands.
Because what happens is your energy and the energy of the fire and your list, your energy goes in your list when you're writing it out. And when it's
Oh
manifested,
my gosh, I didn't even put a lot there.
Well, Sabira, hope you're okay over there.
This is the release one. Oh gosh.
safety is important, okay? Be safe.
I'm about ready to burn my fingers. It's taking so long to get this thing all the way burned.
Oh boy. You can
I
just
don't
drop
care.
it in the bowl. Drop it in the bowl.
I'm outside. I'm outside.
Oh, you're outside.
'Cause I'm in California. Yeah, so it's warm
Oh,
out
you
here, and
need
I'm
to
staying
fry
out here.
pan.
Nice
I just
weather.
wanted to show you guys. The frying pan's working really well.
My feet are wet now.
I hope you remember to stomp in the ground. It doesn't matter if you're inside 3 times. So be it. So it is.
I'm definitely gonna. I do that after I burn it all, though, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that part.
Angel, I have a question.
Yes.
Like my checks burned, but like I could still read them.
You have to burn it fully.
It's burnt fully, but I could still read my checks.
So the ashes, it didn't turn into powder?
No, it's like it's still in the long form, but it's all burnt up.
What paper did you use?
Well, they are old checks.
No, it doesn't matter. No, I think there's a message for you about that. That's why.
Because I could see my name.
That's okay. It's just telling you, Christy, it's already sent out. It's taken care of. It's coming.
All
You're
right.
open to receive it. Do you know that you still have that orb view from your video?
Yes.
I can still see it now.
I saw that. I was like, I'm going to stay right here. Thank you, Angel.
You're welcome. Okay, you ladies are done?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So I guess, as Lisa said before, we would love to hear some breakthroughs. With the burning of the release list first. Who's going first? Who would like to share? No one wants to? I'm gonna pick a name.
Go. I had something amazing happen today.
What's that?
This is Sabira. Hello, everyone.
Oh, hi. I can barely hear you.
Oh, yeah? Oh, wait. Huh. You can't hear me?
Can hear you. We can hear you now.
You can hear me now? Or should
Yeah.
let me put my headset.
Try the headset.
Is that better? Yeah? Okay. So I have been waiting for 3 weeks from a package from the village in Ghana where I'm going next month. And I noticed the day that they sent it to me, my address was wrong and my name was wrong. Like pretty much the package was, I don't even know where it was going, but it wasn't coming here. And I needed this package in plenty of time before I took off for Ghana. So I was tracking it. It only showed that it left the continent. It never showed it landing here in the States. I went to the post office. They were like, well, there's nothing we can do. You just need to keep an eye on it because it's on a ship. So what are we going to do? Okay. And today I get this phone call from a number I don't recognize, and I let it go to voicemail. And the person called right back. And I'm like, okay, I'm thinking there must be an emergency. It's my postman. My postal delivery guy calls me to say, I'm on your street. Do you happen to be home? I know one of these houses is yours, but I don't know which one it is. I hope you're home. I'm like, are you kidding me? So anyway, I tell him, yes, I'm home. Please deliver it. I'm so excited. He delivers it to the wrong address. But you guys know that sound that the postman's, like their trucks sound distinctly different than other cars. So I heard him drive past my house. I ran outside. I'm like, the box isn't here. Called him back. He says, oh, I'll circle back around. This is a U.S. postal guy. Like, what? Christy, remember that conversation we had? So he comes back and delivers the package to my hand. I mean, unbelievable. I'm so excited. And then the other thing is, I literally have had clients lined up. One of the things that I wrote on my list was that money would come to my doorstep. Literally, I've had clients come to my home office to sign up to work with me. and they're so excited. I had one lady here tonight, and I met her through my live streams, and she says to me, I said, well, do you have any questions before we move forward? And she's like, you know what? For some reason, I just trust you. And that's probably dangerous, but I do. I just trust you. So let's just go ahead and do it. So it has been, I mean, I've had every day, 1 or 2 clients every single day. No resistance, just how do I sign up? What do I need to do next? So it's been awesome.
That is freaking awesome. That is what happens when you do these rituals. This is not some type of woo-woo stuff that you hear before. I remember being called as witch. So what? Yeah, I'm a witch. Okay. I'm Scarlet Witch. But that's what happens. So for you, who else who would like to share?
I'll go next. Like I said before, one of my checks I wrote that I wanted to quit my job, and it happened. I was able to quit my job, but this is the funny thing. I was working as a preschool teacher, and I gave these kids my heart. And when the parents found out that I was leaving, guess what? They contacted me. 2 of the parents contacted me and says, Miss Sophia, you can't do this to us. They say, I need you to be in my child's life. So now that I'm working from home, I have 3 kids that are coming to me, to my house, for me to continue to teach them because they wanted their kids to get the experience that I've been giving the other kids. And it was no way that I could turn these kids down, because one parent was like, I don't care where you go. I don't care what kind of house you live in. My daughter is coming to you. And I was like, are you kidding me? So it was no way I can how can you say no to a 3-year-old child? So now I have 3 babies that I would be mentoring and basically homeschooling them from the comfort of my own home. That is crazy. And when you talked about money magnet, these women haunted me down. And I had one lady came in and I showed her my house today. She was like, I'm sold. I'm here. What do you need? How much you want? And then another lady is coming tomorrow. It's like, I don't care. My daughter is here because all I have to do is mention your name and my child act right. I was like, oh my goodness. So that's my money magnet. Money is finding me, and I'm grateful. I quit the job, but the kids are still coming. So that's it for me.
Pretty awesome. There's more to come. Anybody else?
Awesome.
So,
People, Minnie, who wants to go first?
I will go first.
Okay.
I just want to talk about what happened to me. The last time when we met, the first time when I wrote my check, I'd written a big amount of money. And then Layla and Angel, at the end, were talking about you can start small, just start with a small thing and then you move up as time goes on. So I just told the first check that I had, and then I wrote just small things, like I wrote some gift cards that if I could just get gift cards, $10, I would be happy. And so at last weekend in our town, we had a women's show. So my friend said, let us go there. And so we just went there. I had no plans of going there, but we just go. I went along with him. And so we walked around and saw a lot of things that were going on there. And then at the end, we went to sit down at a presentation where they were talking about hormones and supplements and all that. And some young people came around and they gave us some tickets to enter into a raffle. So I just got mine and I was holding it. And the lady who was presenting did her talk. It was really good and I learned a lot. And at the end, they said, okay, we're going to call the winning number. And I just said, oh, I'll look at my number. And they called the number. And as I was looking at it, they called my number. And I couldn't believe it. Of all the women who were sitting there, they called my number. And I didn't even have plans to go there, but there I was. They called me, and I received a basket full of supplements. And it was really a surprise to me. And when I received it, then I remembered the meeting that I had. I remembered Angel talking, and I remembered the time that I was writing the checks. And I was very grateful for that. Thank you.
That's awesome. See, that's what happens. Minnie, you're next.
So the guy that I'm seeing over Snapchat, I mentioned to him to bring me rum because he's in Panama. He did. So it's because I'm not used to being in a healthy relationship or getting what I want. And right now I'm a person that's doing that right now. So it's not with ease. So it's not with like, but every release ceremony we've done, I keep writing that, and then something happens in this relationship that proves it's working. So I'm just trying to like get to the ease part, but the ease part seems difficult. Like, you know, I keep writing with ease and grace. It just,
I think it's the believing part that's hard.
Yeah, it's something like, because I keep writing the same stuff. So it'd be nice if I
keep showing up, but you still don't believe it.
Great, this is just frustrating.
No, the other thing to that is what I can say, because we're dealing with energy, so you don't really have to believe with these rituals. It's gonna happen to you if it's meant to be removed or taken away already. Now, what I can see from you and pick up from you right now, Minnie, is that there's some stuck energies in you that's holding you back from that, from releasing it fully. That's what it is. It's not your belief. There's something that's stuck in your energy field that needs to be worked on energetically.
So it's a karmic thing.
It could be, yes.
So is it possible it could be from my past? Like not my past me now, but a different past of me?
It could be, yeah. Message me and we'll see what it is. That's the only thing I can pick up right now. I can't pick up the specific reason, but yeah, it's something stuck with you energetically and it's been there for a long time.
Okay.
And that's what's also stopping you from going into that beautiful relationship that you so deserve.
Okay.
Yeah. So stop beating yourself up. Be gentle with yourself.
Oh, like, even in my therapy sessions, I bring this up in therapy, she says the same thing. It's just, logically I know, but emotionally, I don't know.
So ladies, do you feel that there's something that you know, logically you know, or you really know what to do with it, but there's something that's holding you back? And when you really can't do anything about it, even though you know you did what you can do and still nothing happened, it's because something energetically is the one that's holding you back. That's what it is. And that's what I found for myself too. In the previous years, I was like, okay, I'm ready. I'm really gonna bust through all these things already. It's procrastination. And I ended up with, I'm going to release my product already at the time. I got industry leaders that's going to promote me. I pulled back. I didn't do anything. And I cannot figure out for the life of me why I did that. But after that, the 2 years of that spiritual journey and reconnecting with my spiritual self, it was revealed to me what those are. And some of them are karmic. You can call it curse or karmic vows. People call it karmic vows in the energy realm. And I said, so how do you get rid of that? And the only way you do that is you deal with it energetically, because we have this energy body around us, which that's why we're able to work with the energy of the moon, the comet, the eclipse. We are all energy. So when you're able to work on that, And I remember when I'm doing distant healing with energy, it's like picking up these things that's in your energy body that's like, oh, this is not supposed to be there. When it's not taken care of right away, it manifests as illness. And that's why sometimes there's cancer, there's diabetes, or someone that had a stroke is because it's been in their energetic body, but it's never been taken care of. That's the explanation to it. And there's really no reason to beat yourself up that I've been doing everything. What's wrong with me? Stop blaming yourself. That's what I can say to that.
Angel, I also wanted to kind of add up into that is, you know, we're talking a lot about beliefs and spirituality, but there's a lot of science that actually supports all of this. And I've done a lot of research with learning about the cognitive behavior and PTSD is that physical element that goes on that's attached to the emotion, it happens in your body and your body stores it. Your nervous system itself will store how it's going to respond. It's the whole fight or flight mentality that your body develops based off of how it's received information from external sources. So if you've been in a situation where your environment has been consistently aggressive with your emotions, your body then conforms to that aggressiveness. And so your nervous system then sets up a system that is going to keep the body functioning. It's going to keep it in survival mode. So everything that's happening in your body, that just because you start changing the way that you think or you change the environment that's around you, your nervous system is still processing things to be in survival mode. So that's where, even though you're changing things internally, your body still has to adapt to the change. So it is scientifically proven that your whole system, your body, has to have a process, a time period to process the change. Just like when you start to change eating habits, if you've gone from processed foods and now you're eating organic foods, your system has to adjust to that. And it's the same thing with emotions. So I just wanted to kind of like put that out there because it does take a little bit of time to absorb a lot of this information that we're providing for you all. But there is a lot of science that is behind it as well that we're not necessarily hitting on. I just wanted to add that in there.
That's awesome. Yes, that's true. Because a lot of times, because I'm so involved with this energy healing, that sometimes I forget to mention about the science behind all these things. Even the sage smudging, there's scientific studies about it already. So it's not some woo-woo stuff that we're doing. So thanks for that, Christy. Who else?
I wanted to speak on something that I feel a lot of us maybe struggle with, maybe being assertive. I know for me, when I feel I need to be assertive, there's certain personality types that I struggle to assert myself with. Usually the harsh, abrasive, and sensitive personalities. And I'm fearful a lot with that because growing up, usually those personalities were quick to invalidate and gaslight and manipulate, and it conditioned me to stay silent, if that makes any sense. So even now as an adult, like today I was at work and there was a coworker, she's got that personality. So even before confronting her with something, I already went into like freeze mode. Like I'm already like, oh my God, you know, and it happened where it was turned around and I was shamed for being quote unquote too sensitive. And then it got me really upset because that's usually the go-to comment that I get all the time, if that makes any sense. Oh, sorry. What are your thoughts on that?
Nikki has something.
Yeah, I definitely do. I love when you say that, Jay, because you have this is like the second time you have talked about this bully coworker that you have.
Really?
Yeah, there was another time, like, see, we're all shaking our head about the mean girl. The crazy part about it is a lot of times I used to not say things to people because they would always make me feel like the angry Black woman when I would speak up about being wrong. And really, I wasn't the angry Black woman. I was just the angry woman that you did dirty, and you know that, and I just happened to be Black.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes it convenient sometimes for people to play the angry Black woman card. And I think that you wear your sensitivity extra in front of that coworker, so she knows what to do. Oh, you're just sensitive. She knows what to do with you because you tiptoe around her before she even has to even tell you, shh, be quiet around here.
For sure.
So I just think what I used to do is like, you know what, sometimes I'm going to come in as the timid Black woman, but then that wasn't me. And then when I would speak up, I still came across as the angry Black woman. Yeah. So it doesn't matter if you're coming across, you know, insensitive or sensitive. They're going to think what they want to think. You have to be assertive in yourself. And if you start walking in and your feet make noise and she has to notice you, it'll be a lot different than when you're tiptoeing. And then the next time you come in and make noise, she's going to be like, oh, where'd you come from? No, I'm not tiptoeing anymore. Every time I come into this room, I'm going to make noise. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. All right. If it ain't good to see me, keep it pushing.
Yeah.
You know, you strike before she gets a chance to strike you. Don't let the mean girl be mean to you. Kill her with kindness. Love on her so much that she don't even have time to hate on you. And you won't be that insensitive chick. You'll just be the chick that, you know, has feelings, but knows how to deal with them. And I'm not the angry Black chick, but if you wrong me, I'm the angry chick. And from now on, people just know, man, don't get Nikki angry. And that's just it, point blank, period. Black, indifferent, sensitive, indifferent. If you just get more assertive with it and let her know, or don't let her know she's bothering you. Because like I said.
You know what freaks me out? Well, it freaks me out and it probably freaks everybody. When I'm assertive and it gets shut down, I get upset and then I start literally shaking. It looks like I'm having some sort of like anxiety attack. And then certain people see that and they're like, oh, she's weak. And it goes even harder.
So what you do is you get assertive more and get shut down more. And then it doesn't hurt as much. And you don't shake as much. It sounds crazy, but you just have to be assertive more. I play poker and I used to try to control myself when I would get aces so then I just started playing more cards like aces. And that shaking was control, if that makes any sense at all.
Got it.
Yeah,
I was going to say also that these rituals that we're doing aren't also, remember guys, that, you know, it doesn't have to be a material item. It doesn't have to be relationship related. You can sort of try and release those emotions that you're having or those fears that you're having or those kinds of things as well in these rituals. And then hopefully when those situations arise, that sort of feeling, you can kind of come back to that feeling of that, I got rid of that. Like, I got rid of that. You know, check yourself again and just be like, wait a minute, I got rid of that. And, you know, it's coming up again. And it's like Nikki said, you kind of, it's almost like standing your ground, releasing that. And it's still, stuff's trying to push on you. Stuff's trying to push down on you still. And it's like this force field, like Nikki's saying, like you need this, there's this force field. And also know that you have a sisterhood that is also your force field. And, you know, and Layla would say that too, like a lot of this women's connection stuff, sure, we're all sort of all in our own kitchens and our living rooms, we're all doing our little own thing here. But really, there's this power in the unity that we're all bringing together at the same time and kind of pushing this into more of a manifestation, I think, because of that. Because we're all sort of, you know, howling at the moon together at the same time. And I think that like just pushes behind you even more and lifts you up even stronger. And I know that, you know, a lot of the women here just feel that same thing is really powerful. Also, I want to mention too, that if you guys understand the cycles of the planets and the moons, and it's very like magical, because we don't necessarily understand the stuff. But when Angel was saying that this weekend there's this threesome, this thing going on, that is like very real cosmic energy that's aligning up in a certain way for us to tap into it is very real. And I'll give you just an example of why I feel that very strongly, is because over 30 something years ago, there was a planetary alignment called the harmonic conversion. And I don't know if you guys remember it. It was probably in the 80s, maybe the early 90s. I don't know, something like that, late 80s, something like that. And so I was in my early 20s. And that harmonic conversion came right after I had a huge manic bipolar freak out episode. And my whole world got shaken off my axis. And my balance was totally thrown off. And then something magical totally happened, where my now husband called me up out of the blue and was like, "Hey, Lisa, what's going on?" And at that time, literally to the minute, I was trying to think of ways to like kill myself. I was that depressed. We've all been there. I was just like plotting and planning, and it was just, everything was horrible. And that was when the manic stuff was settling in. And I didn't know it, and it was really settling in. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, Phil calls me up, totally randomly. And then it evolved, but when that harmonic convergence hit, there was a lot of tumultuous stuff that was going on before that. But once the harmonic convergence hit, this pivotal moment in like cosmic history, the stars literally aligned, and our love solidified. To this day, it is still 100% the same strength. And so that power of, you know, manifesting that love in my life, and the only most powerful love that I ever had, happened during a very, very powerful planetary alignment. And if you guys do a little history research on the harmonic convergence, it was huge, big deal. And I always, and Angel's nodding, because it was a big deal. And not that I attribute it to it, but there's something to be said about that moment in history of my life, where the stars aligned. My husband and I literally were like, we're totally in love right now, forever and ever. And it is the truth. We're still together 30 years later. So that's how powerful these planetary things can be, if you know how, or if you're open to it. And we're opening ourselves up to that right now. So Jade, everybody, like, this is the moment when you harness that really intense power, this trifecta thing that's going on right now. It's going to be huge some way, like, right? So powerful story. Hope you guys appreciate that.
We do, yes. Interesting enough with the planetary convergence, because what was that movie? I think it was Thor. Thor, movie about Thor, that they have this planetary convergence or planetary alignment. But yes, we are in this very powerful trifecta of energy, and so take advantage of that. And we did that manifestation and release list tonight. So, and I was just reading something today, an article about how in the next, especially this weekend, starting tomorrow and starting following the next week, be mindful of what goes in your head, because that will manifest instantly, because all the energies are with us right now to manifest whatever you desire. And now, ladies, you know already how it works with what we're doing now with these rituals. And so take advantage of it with whatever you want to manifest in your life. And Jade, you could have included that in your list. Do it for the next time. Release whatever those are that no longer serves your best and highest good. And it could be that if you think it's bully, or maybe you put lack of assertiveness, or if you dig deeper, what is causing you? Was there an event way back when that caused you to do that? You mentioned some people, like, it caused you to keep quiet, that overpowering, like, okay, you're not supposed to speak. And that's one of them that you can release, whatever you call that is. And that event back then, you can release that, because that's what's causing, what's bringing up a trigger for you to react that way. So maybe we should take a screenshot first before we forget.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Ready?
I've been sneaking them, but I need everybody's review.
Everybody looking in the camera. Okay. Got it? There you go. Anybody else wanted to share?
Good one. You guys.
Well, for me, from the new moon exercise that we did, when was that? It feels like it was a year ago, but it was a couple of weeks ago. It, like, things just started to happen for me, from people that I've met before saying that, oh, Stephanie, you have so much power inside of you. I'm like, okay, you have so much, and like, okay, thank you. I did not see it. I did not feel it. And I went for a week to volunteer, and things just happened. And it's like I got hit by that 2x4, and like, wow, that's it. And ever since I came back, I had said to myself that I would start the video challenge. And at the same time, Angel sent me, so are you doing the video challenge? Like, okay, all right, I'll do the video challenge. And since then, it's just been an amazing, crazy fucking ride. Freaking awesome. And I'm just enjoying it and having so much fun. And so it's just freaking amazing.
See, it's like energy's like a slingshot, right? it's like, or more like a boomerang or something.
Yeah.
With your videos, and you release stuff that you hadn't ever released, and then boom, all this stuff is moving. It's moving. It's moving. It's moving.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Awesome.
That is really awesome. Exciting. Joe, are you going to say something?
I was hoping you didn't see that.
I saw it.
So I think I was telling you guys about, like, I realized that my gift, I didn't realize it was a gift because it was so easy. And so my felony fashions thing is like, I've been having so much fun. I'm going in shopping, and today I made $100 by buying a couple of things at a thrift store and giving them to, a friend of mine, one of my clients now. And then going to this one guy, because there's a party going on Friday night. It's called the Fucking Unicorns Party. I will show you pictures of how beautiful I will be. So he is kind of stepping out of his box, and so I helped him put together a really cool look, and he was getting nervous because he has a hot date. So I went to his house today and helped him put the whole look together, and he's very happy. And I'm just like, I just can't believe that actually people are paying me to do this, because I love it. And what I'm realizing, it's like a deeper thing though. It's like, because when you're really happy and you really you feel like you look good, that raises your energy and your vibration, and then other good things come to you. And so in my own way, I'm helping people raise their vibration and be happier in their lives. So, yeah.
That is awesome. Congratulations. See, that's the thing with us people. When it's so easy, we discount it, right? No, there's no way. There's gotta be something else to it, right? But when you start embracing your true life's purpose, start doing what you love, everything falls or everything happens effortlessly. Like everything falls into your life effortlessly. And as Subira said, money comes to her doorstep. So it's pretty much the same thing now because you're doing what you love. And all of you ladies, if you're not doing what you love yet, you better start doing what you love. Because that's what your soul is urging you to do.
Exactly.
Nikki?
So
Look.
I'm sorry.
I love when, no offense to any of us, but I love when I'm sitting here trying to figure out, how I'm going to edit the next video, what funnel, and how I'm going to, what is going to be my next product that I'm thinking about considering and building a team. And Joe is dressing unicorns and like that is that is what she manifested. And I'm sitting there thinking like my checks were way too deep. But I love that because we're sitting here way on thinking just way too hard in this. And it's like how you said your daughter is like, okay, we get to say anything, Mom. I want to play. And I want to play today, not Saturday. And it's like, that's what Joe is doing. She's like, I don't want to play on Saturday. I want to play today. And it's just cool how it's working because she shot the video the other day and she was just so excited in the felony fashions and the lipstick and the, man, I saw the Joe be at a few weeks ago. Like we said, hello, welcome to the Women's Talking Circle and Joe's crying. And now she's dressing, like I said, dressing the unicorn. So it is just for people that are new, y'all may not get the joke, but this is like the coolest thing to see because we're worried about online marketing and she's thrift store hopping and getting paid. I just wanted to point that out. Sorry, y'all. I got a crazy sense of humor, but that is just so dope awesome. To me. It is so live to me.
That's awesome.
That's why, truly before, I've tried the online marketing, like really focusing on it, and I fucking hated it. I hated it because I didn't get it. And then I felt like an idiot because I didn't get it. But I just didn't get it. But now it's like, oh, now that I have something I love, now I'm like, how am I going to promote that? Well, it just so happens I learned some shit, So it's like, yay.
There you go. Christy?
Yeah, I just wanted to touch on the things that I've been experiencing the past couple of weeks has come from using video. Doing the video challenge, I got stuck on day 11. Today I did day 12. I mean, that was a couple of months ago that I did, my last day was day 11. And so I finally did day 12 today. But I've only been able to do day 12 today because I've been through so much process with the women's group, with the Women's Connection. And like the past couple of weeks, past couple of days, like I jump onto other people's lives and I'm watching other people's lives and they're referencing things I said in my life. I had Melina, she referenced a post that I had written. Nikki, she pointed me out on her live. I had a marketer, a male marketer that's a friend of mine, like that I had just met at the event a couple of weeks ago. No, actually, I hadn't even met this guy. And he was like pointing out stuff. He was like, oh, you just came out of nowhere. You're like doing great stuff on his live. And I'm just like, whoa, I don't see myself that way. And I think that's what we forget is we don't see ourselves in that light. But because I've been just doing me on my lives, I'm not like trying to be nothing fancy. Like I do some of the daily connects and I do some videos with my cooking at night. And, I've been working in some stuff on my self-treatment for my own PTSD in the morning this week. So it's like people are learning little bits and pieces about me all around. And because they're learning those bits and pieces, they're gravitating to me. And so now when they see my live pops up, they're watching it or they see the replay. I mean, I had like the most amazing feeling today. My soon-to-be ex dropped off my son and he came into the house and he said, hey, Hawk, he texted me today. He's asking, what's going on with you? And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, well, he saw your live and he was asking me, what you're doing. And I was like, yes. I mean, this guy is a friend of both of ours from the day when we met, and he's been like my husband's friend for longer than that. So for him to be asking my husband was kind of like saying, hey, you screwed up, because she's doing some stuff now. And that just felt so good. I mean, it's demented, but it felt good. Yeah. So it's just the power of the whole videos that we're doing. This is what it's bringing to me. And because I'm getting that elevated feeling, it's like everything else is just falling into place. Kalisa, she's been watching some of my videos and I see her pop on. So like when she was asking to come into the Women's Connection, I was like, I know her already because I know what she's been interjecting in my videos and my posts. And so it's just amazing because now I am getting people that are saying, hey, I want to be a part of that. And so with that, that's that attraction piece, and it's all starting to fall into place. So I know it's like, I'm not like breaking any barriers or anything, but I am. I'm getting into there, and that accomplishment feels amazing. So
you are breaking barriers.
Yes.
You are breaking barriers. Don't
you.
say that you're not, because you really are. You're totally raising your Facebook algorithms by what you're doing. So you're literally, your exposure is just notching up every single time. That is literally what you're doing. You're just feeding that Facebook algorithm the juice, and other people are catching you through their feeds. It's really exactly what, the Daily Connect is perfect for. It really, really is. So it's working. People are seeing you guys and getting curious, and we're growing. It's awesome.
I just wanted to share because I know we have new women, and I'm just like discovering this stuff. And so I want the new women to understand there's so much more validation out of just doing the challenge. It really, really grows you, because doing the challenge and doing the videos makes it easy for me to hop on there and just be me when I do get on the video. Like today, I was not expecting to do the Daily Connect today. I literally found out 10 minutes before doing the Daily Connect. I had nothing prepared, but it didn't matter because I'm ready. I'm always show ready now.
You're freaking awesome.
Thanks so much for jumping in too. That's what this team is all about, you guys. If you want to do the Daily Connect and you don't know how to do it or how to get set up for it, just reach out to one of us inside the group. Maybe one of you guys, actually, Christy, why don't you touch on it right now, just really briefly, sort of how it works.
Yeah, so the Daily Connect, it's the women that are signed up with the Elite can sign up for any day. And you all know that Monday is Motivational Monday, Tuesday is Techie Tuesday, Wednesday is Wellness Wednesday, Thursday is Thoughtful Thursday, and Friday is Fulfillment Friday. So we have a schedule that's already projected, and we just plug names in, whoever wants to volunteer for whatever day for doing one of those lives. And then is it 12:30 Eastern is when the Daily Connect goes. And we just are sharing information so that everybody has a different perspective and has a different insight and a different energy and a different way of presenting information. So it just allows that the women that are in the Elite can start getting that exposure to the rest of the community. And it allows us as a community to continue to grow from each other, because we are getting all this leadership development from different sources. So it's really, really, Elite, what is it, $19.99 a month. The first month is $1, and you're getting to come in for all the workshops that we do. I mean, you just, it's awesome. I don't know how else to put it.
It's next level, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And also what happens inside this group is a real organic feeling with everybody where you just start getting confidence. You want to be in the accountability. You want to start getting involved. You want to start coaching. You want to start speaking, you know, and it's just going to build on that. So if you're feeling like I'm never going to get there, I could never possibly do it, you can. Baby steps, you know, we're here to just lift you guys up in a huge, huge way. Bye, Terry. She already hop off. Oh, bye, Terry. We love seeing your face. Love seeing Terry from the other side of the planet. So what do you guys think? Should we start wrapping it up since people are dropping and it's been, what have we done? Two solid hours.
I think we should get wrapping this up and see you at the group. I just wanted to leave you ladies be in that receiving mode because you open the floodgates for manifestation.
Yes. And remember when I talked about reflection, you guys, like this is a good time to settle with the things that you just did tonight with the purging and the manifesting and to, you know, really meditating on the energy of the moon and opening yourself up. That's how these gifts are going to come in, is by opening, reflecting on them, and just, you know, really knowing that that energy is there, because that moon is very, very bright. It's just calling you. Calling you out.
Lisa, speaking of calling, was Angel going to talk about her the next program we're going through?
Sure. Why don't we touch on that really definitely before we close out? I don't know if everybody knows that, and we've a couple people left already, but Angel is gracing us with an amazing program, How to Be a Soulful Money Magnet, and similar vibrations, raising our vibrations towards manifesting more wealth in our life. I mean, it's really that simple. And she has a course that a bunch of us have jumped in on as her initial, a permanent, more evergreen course. But if you would like to jump in on that, definitely get in touch with Angel right away. I don't know when they start, but it's quite a long, many months of exercises and hanging out. So there's definitely room for more, I'm sure. And Angel can touch on it a little bit and then close us out, girlfriend. You did so good tonight. We love you, Angel.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So that the program, it's a challenge that we're going to launch for the elite members. So if you would like to join for that, to take advantage of the challenge, it's only $1 for the first month, and you can decide after that. The challenge is about harnessing the power of intention when a group of people gets together. And this is something that I participated before and I got a lot of results. And so we call it $1 million manifesting challenge. And so we get together, there's accountability groups. So each group will focus on that common goal. So it makes it easier that we're only focusing on one goal. And the reason is, I know some of you might be thinking already, $1 million, really? Can you really manifest that? Yes, we can. The way it's gonna happen is with us focusing on it for at least 6 to 8 seconds, 3 times a day. Whatever you're doing, stop whatever you're doing and focus on that intention for 6 to 8 seconds. And then when you're done, how do you know it's 6 to 8 seconds? Set a timer. You have a timer on your phone, right? And that's what I do. So you do that timer and then you get on with whatever you're doing after that. And that's 3 times a day. What if it works, right? What if you ended up manifesting $1 million within a year? What are you going to do? But the way it's going to happen is it could come in as one amount, $1 million as a windfall. It could be from lottery, or it could be from something else. But also the way I saw it is it comes in installments. And so sometimes it's maybe $20,000 or $10,000 here, or $1 or maybe $2 even. But what happens is with this manifesting challenge, it doesn't count. Your work doesn't count. Your business right now doesn't count unless you break through with the income that you're having right now. If you're having $10,000 per month and you ended up having $30,000 during the challenge, you can consider that part of that manifestation. Now, if you're still at the $10,000, then that's not part of that. Or if your business is not being active, but all of a sudden you have this flurry of activities and it becomes consistent, that's because of that manifestation. So you have to, with this manifestation also, will guide you in opening channels for money to come in into your life. I get so passionate about this because I had so much beautiful experience doing this thing. And when Layla asked me if there's anything I can do to tie in with the free training about being a money magnet, this is what I thought of. And so elite members will be doing this challenge. It could come also as a way of how many customers. If you're only getting 2 customers per day, it might be like 5 to 10 customers. And your charge, if you're charging for services, ended up going up from, I don't know, let's say you're charging $100 per hour and it goes $500 per hour, and people are paying you. Even if you charge $1,000, people are paying you. Why? Because it's because of this manifesting challenge. There's so much possibilities this can happen. So if you're if you want to be part of this, upgrade to be an elite, and it's just $1 for the first month. So you'll see within the first month, you'll already see results as long as you're ready and open your channels already. Sign up for affiliate programs. So if you're a network marketing distributor, you will see some great results about that too, like commissions after commissions or unexpected checks in the mail. That's what's gonna happen. Or all of a sudden from your work, you receive this bonus that you've been waiting for, and your company told you there's never going to be any because there's a lot of downsizing happening, right? Or you ended up getting a raise when you've been asking to ask for a raise and you got a no. So this is part of those. You're not supposed to be doing anything during the challenge unless you get that inspired idea to act. Now, if that idea is go buy a lottery ticket, then go buy a lottery ticket right at that moment. Don't say, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow, then it's gone. Because you were being nudged at that moment, right? Or let's say you're being guided. You get that idea like, oh, I need to call this person. Then go do that right away. Because that's the name of the game is money loves speed. Hey, Tamara, you made it. We're just wrapping it up. So you can catch up the replay. So that's about the challenge. And about the course that Lisa mentioned, I launched a course and it will be a 3-month live coaching with me. And it's for a very crazy low price because there's some error that happened with what currency I'm supposed to use. But I think ladies manifested it. Everything happens for a reason. Because I double checked it. So it's in Canadian, ladies, if you decided to join. And you know what that is in US, it will be lower. So there you go. Well, with that 12-week live coaching, what you're going to learn is after you upgrade as elite, you're going to be able to watch the replay of the free training that I did on how to become a soulful money magnet. Some of the ladies already posting their breakthroughs and manifestations in the group, and it's just few days after that free training. It's just the free training. The class hasn't started yet. We're going to start it. I want to start it soon, so it might be this weekend. And there will be a replay also for that. So we'll be working on your money blocks, and not just money blocks, relationships, success, all of these things that's holding you back. So there you go. But the free training itself is golden nugget, if I dare say. So go upgrade as an elite, $1, and you get access to that free training, and you can apply it to your life and start manifesting. There you go. So thank you very much, ladies. This is awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. And Lisa, thank you very much for helping me with this. Good night, ladies. Sorry, Tamara, just catch the replay, okay?
Hi, you guys.
Good night,
Awesome.
ladies.
Bye, everyone.